this video, we'll discuss one-piece flow and customer pull. We'll start by introducing what the concept of one-piece flow is and demonstrate its application in a factory setting. We'll also discuss what makes one-piece flow particularly effective in a factory setting. Then we'll switch our attention to customer pull. In customer pull, we'll again introduce the concept and demonstrate what that looks like in its actual application.
All right. The Anything Holder Factory is open for business. Yay! When everybody works together and does a different job, you can make things faster. Now, let's check out our factory workers on the assembly line. We start with our cardboard tubes.
Yes, Ernie and I will glue a bottom onto each cardboard tube. Yep. Ta-da!
Then Ernie passes the Anything Holder to Abby.
Thank you. And then I take the construction paper and I glue it onto the tube.
Ain't nothing to it but to glue it.
Wow, great job, Abby.
Then Abby passes the Anything Holder to Rudy.
And then I add lots and lots of stickers.
Oh, nice stickering, Rudy.
And then Cookie Monster delivers the finished Anything Holder to the customers. And he sees if anyone else wants one.
Yeah, be ready.
But before that, they have to be inspected by an inspector.
Oh, yeah, an inspector. What's an inspector?
Thank you. Well, if it looks good, and if it holds things,
Right.
it does. Or the inspector stamps the bottom saying that it's A-OK. Check it out. Now that'll be your job, Elmo.
Oh, boy, Elmo's gonna love that job.
So here we've introduced what one-piece flow is. It's the continuous flow of a single material to different aspects or different workstations of assembly. We can contrast one-piece flow to something like batch production, where in this case maybe Ernie and Bert would make 3 or 4 or 5 of these glued on bases to the paper towel roll before passing it on to the next monster in line. So one-piece flow is particularly effective when you've got people who have a well-defined work tasks. They know what they're supposed to do, and they know where their work task begins and where their work task ends. And it's also particularly effective if you have good line balancing, so that each work cell, each workstation between Ernie and Bert and Abby and Elmo and Cookie Monster and all the others would be equally distributed. The time it takes to do each particular task, if it takes the same amount of time, makes one-piece flow particularly effective.
And now me deliver.
So that's one finished Anything Holder. Good teamwork, guys. Let's go.
First we glue the base to the bottom of the cup.
Then I use some paper to cover it up.
I add all the stickers.
Elmo checks if it's okay.
Then we take it, and it on the way. Special delivery, Harry.
Oh boy, I've been waiting all day for this. Hey, it works. I love it. Can I get one for my sister?
Please.
Coming right up. Okay, we got more orders. Keep them coming.
What we've just seen here is customer pull. Essentially, we're only making products based on the customer demand. So in this case, Harry's sister asked for a couple of these all-purpose holders, and Cookie Monster is taking this order back, and then it's going to go through the production line again, and only based on the demand of the customer. We're not building and stockpiling inventory and then hoping that we find a market out there. And what this allows us to do is it allows us to keep material costs to an absolute minimum and really only ordering them when we know that we're going to realize a profit off of them. So it's a highly effective way to manage costs and to be extremely profitable in a manufacturing setting. The last thing we should pay attention to is that we're still keeping one-piece flow. Even as we're getting orders in the 2s and 7s and more factors, we're still doing one-piece flow where we're taking one widget, or in this case the holder, and for each workstation working on it one at a time before passing it to the next. So in conclusion, we have talked about one-piece flow and customer pull. We introduced that concept of one-piece flow as the continuous flow of work product one at a time from each work cell. And we can contrast that to batch production. We saw that our monster friends demonstrated this in their production of the all-purpose holders, and we discussed why that's effective, particularly when we have work cells that are aligned. The cycle times between each work cells are more or less the same. Then we introduced customer pull. We saw that we're making work orders or we're making products based on customer demand that we already know exists, rather than stockpiling in inventory and then hoping for a market where we can go and sell these. And then of course we saw that when Cookie Monster came back and told them that we had more customer orders that needed to be produced.